Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I'm Dr. Hadi shagird. Let's start our topic without consuming our precious time and useless chat. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the transcription and the translation. In this lecture, we will discuss about the regulation of the gene expression. There are two main words in this topic. One is gene expression and other is regulation. What is gene expression? What is the definition of the gene expression? The formation of the protein by the ribosome by using the information of the gene is known as gene expression. It is the simplest definition of the gene expression. The modified definition of the gene expression is that when a gene shares its information with the ribosomes in the form of messenger RNA and ribosomes use this information for the synthesis of the protein is known as gene expression. This is the modified definition of the gene expression. Now, what is regulation? We know that every gene expresses itself in the form of any specific protein, and our body needs some proteins for sometimes and some proteins for all the time. Okay, so the gene of that protein which we need sometimes express itself all the time, then there will be a problem because our body don't need that protein at that time. Okay, similarly, when the gene of that protein which our body needs all the time express itself for sometimes, then there will be also a problem because our body needs that protein all the time, but gene of that protein is expressing itself for sometimes, then there will be a problem. So to overcome these problems, some sort of check and balance must be present in the cell. Okay, so there are two types of regulation. One is positive regulation and other is negative regulation. What is positive regulation? You can write down these definitions, these small definitions. Okay, and there are small definitions in this topic. Okay, now what is positive regulation? When the gene expression is increases at the demand of our body, means when our body needs more and more proteins, then the expression of the gene of that protein must be increases. So when a gene express itself more and more time, then this regulation will known as positive regulation. Means when the expression of the gene is increases at the demand of the body, then this regulation is known as positive regulation. And the molecule which induce the positive regulation is known as positive regulator. Now, what is negative regulation? When the expression of the gene is decreases at the demand of our body, then regulation will be negative, and the molecule that will induce the negative regulation is called negative regulator. Now, the types of the gene on the basis of their expression. Okay, there are two types of the gene on the basis of their expression. One is constitutive gene and other is inducible gene. What is constitutive gene? Uh, the gene whose expression is needed all the time in our body is called constitutive gene. They are not subjected to regulation because their need is present all the time in our body. Okay, they does not require their stoppage because they are required all the time in our body. Now, what is inducible gene? The genes whose expression is needed for some times in our body are called inducible genes. They are subjected to regulation because they have to stop and they have to start. Okay, stoppage and start of the expression is present in these genes. Okay, so positive and negative regulations can be applied in the inducible genes. They are not applied in the constitutive genes because constitutive genes express itself continuously. Now, the molecules which decrease the expression of the gene is known as repressor. What is repressor? The molecules which decrease the inducible gene expression is known as repressor. Now, what is inducer? Sorry, it is inducer, not induce. The molecules which increase the gene expression of the inducible gene is called inducer. Okay, so these are some definitions about these topics. Okay, you can write down these definitions. I hope you understand my lecture. If you understand, please like my video and share it with your friends, and please subscribe my channel.